Like, I remember being like 13 watching Zoella always do a monthly favorites, and like, I don't know how someone has like 20 different things to show every month, because I only have like 20 different things to show in my lifetime. Hello, hi, how's it going? Catherine here. I am officially done with my junior year of college. That's insane saying it out loud. Time does not exist. Nothing is real. I am a senior in college now. Well, like, not officially, but like by the time the next school year starts, I'm a senior. It's my final year of undergrad. Let's not have an existential crisis today, because we've already had too many of those. Hi, I'm Catherine Manigo. Welcome to another installment of, I don't even know what to say for this one, just me trying to enjoy life. That's the standard now, just me trying to enjoy. That's a pretty good standard, actually. I don't know why I'm acting like that's like nothing. Anyways, hi, hello, nice to meet you. This video is gonna be a little bit different. It's still a Quarantine Diaries episode, so this is what, episode 4 now? Yeah, it's 4. I'm editing number 3 as we speak. Hopefully that'll be up ready by the time I upload this, because chronologically that makes sense, Catherine. But this is gonna be different. It's gonna be a sit-down video where I just talk about the things that have been giving me a reason to wake up every morning, because I'm just like pulling up scraps now at this point. Like, anything I can get a hold on and anything that I can like have control over and have slight joy come out of is immediately something I need to keep around in my life. But this is basically gonna be like a early spring favorites video, like a quarantine essentials video. People don't really do these videos as much anymore. I miss watching videos like this, actually. These are some of my favorite videos to watch. I have a few things that I've gathered that have had a lot of meaning to me in the past few weeks. What do I even want to start with? I think I'm gonna start with this. This is the only candle that matters. No other candle. Like, if I had to pick one candle to smell for the rest of my life, which is a lot for me to commit to because I love candle scents, this is the one. This is the one. You are the one. I can't wait till the day that I can say that to a boy and not a candle. But this is the sensational, it's like a pun, it says sensational, Storm number 6 natural soy candle. I get this from TJ Maxx. They always have these candles there. I hope they never stop restocking this candle at TJ Maxx. First of all, it's humongous. Like, it's literally as big as my face, and I have a big head. Okay, I know you guys know that one candle that is super overpriced at like Anthropologie and Urban Outfitters, Capri Blue. Every time I go to the store and smell the candle, I'm like, ah, this candle smells so good, but it is so expensive and I shouldn't be spending $50 on a candle. We have found the solution to that problem. This, I'm pretty sure, is almost an exact dupe for that candle. This candle smells just like it. And the best part about this candle, it's $12. This is a huge candle for $12. Candles these days that are this big range from like $30 to $50 now. I don't know why. A candle should not be that expensive. This candle is just so nice. I have used so much of it already. I bought this back early March. It's now early May, so I've had it for a good 2 months, and it used to be up here, but now it's like, I've used up this much. It's a 3-wick candle. I do not burn all 3 wicks at the same time because my room is pretty small, but if I do 1 wick at a time, it is the perfect level of scent. Burn this at all times. If I'm studying, if I'm reading, if I'm watching Netflix, if I'm watching too much Netflix, if I'm in this room doing anything, if I'm even just breathing in this room, this candle is burning with me. It sounds like I'm saying like, this candle's going down with me, okay? But yeah, this candle, essential, so essential. I cannot express this enough. And I also cannot be any more dramatic than I'm being right now. So the next thing, I've been going on more walks with my dog and my mom. I listed my dog first before I said my mom. Let me change that up, sorry mom. I've been going on more walks lately with my mom, with our dog. And every time I do go on a walk, I have been trying to appreciate nature more and also be on my phone less. Like, I'll have like, me and my mom usually listen to a podcast together when we're on our walk, but I've been trying to be less like just on my phone. I've been trying to just like look around and enjoy the outside world, because that's as much as the outside world I can get right now. But what's been helping me is a new kind of passion of mine that I've been meaning to want to learn more about, and I've been kind of taking this next essential as like dipping my toe in the water. So I have a point and shoot camera. This is a very exciting thing for me. Okay, so I used to use a lot of disposable cameras. I have wasted so much money on disposable cameras, and they're a great thing if you just want to use it every now and then, like if you want to buy one for a trip. That's basically what I did. I would buy a camera for a specific trip. But the thing with me is that I would always hold off on getting them developed. I've gotten like 4 of these developed now, but I have like 3 more to develop. And that's when I realized enough is enough. And I was actually already looking into investing in a film camera and a point and shoot film camera first before I go into manual film cameras, because that's scary to learn, and maybe one day, but today's not the day. But I got blessed.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm trying again so many times. I'm trying. I got blessed enough to be given this as a hand-me-down. This is the Canon Snappy LX. It's a camera that has a lot of sentimental meaning to me that I'm not gonna get too into, but it's been through a lot, and like in the best way, it's been through a lot, and I'm very excited that it's in my hands now. But yeah, I've just been taking this on my walk. I've been taking pictures of like the trees and the sky and like flowers, and I'm lucky enough to live by a trail actually that goes like, it's a far trail that goes down into the woods basically, but it's like within, like the trail passes my neighborhood, so it's very easy access for us. So that's where we've been walking my dog, and it's just been nice to like keep an open eye out for what could be a cool picture. I have gotten no film developed yet from it, but I have used up 3 rolls total already. This is my first time testing out the camera actually, so if I get the film developed and there's nothing on the film, I'm gonna be really sad. But I mean, I will end up testing out the first roll soon. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't even remember the pictures I've taken, which is, I feel like, is the beauty of film, because you take all these pictures and you can't see what they look like until you wait a little bit. And then when you get the pictures, it's a really nice like surprise. It's like, ah, like this was worth it. Like I waited for this and it's so great. Hopefully this will be great, because I don't know how they look. I also got handed down a different camera, but I need a battery for that. That one is the Canon Z1.5. It's a manual zoom point and shoot as well. That one has a bit more settings, and I would have to definitely learn more on that one, but I don't have the correct battery for it, so maybe once I do, I'll start testing out that one too. And then maybe one day I'll invest in a manual film camera. I don't know, that's so scary. I've been like trying to do research on it. I've been watching a lot of film photography YouTube. Like I have found myself deep in that rabbit hole, and I'm looking into it. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. But this an essential. Okay, I've been talking for so long. My next quarantine essential is actually not just a quarantine essential, it's been a life essential for a very long time for me. But even more so in quarantine, I've had so much time to continue doing this thing, so I wanted to mention it. But that is journaling. Oh god, they're all gonna fall. Journaling. As you can see, I have a lot. I have been journaling since I was 10. I have a journal that's marked from the years 2009 to 2015. That's in one journal. That journal is completely filled. So as you can see, I've been journaling for a very long time now, and that's really because I just love writing my life down, because I love reading it back like years later. Like reading that journal years later just is crazy. Like it's such a crazy feeling, and I love that, you know, even when I was 10 years old, I took the time to talk about my day and what I did that day. Like I have things that say like, oh, today I found someone in my class who doesn't like Justin Bieber as much as I do. That was during a time where I just was against being a fangirl. But then One Direction came in the picture, and that completely changed, and that's also something that I wrote about in my journal. But during quarantine especially, I feel like this has been a huge time of like growth and reflection for me, and I want to make sure I document all of that so that I can look back at this time and be like, wow, we're out of there finally. But yeah, I have many different notebooks, as you can see. Each one has a different reason. Like one of them is my bullet journal, one of them is like for my devotions, another one is for lists, another one is for stream of consciousness. I use each one for different things. I think I'm going to make a video in more detail about how I journal and some tips and advice I have for it. Like to me, it's just very therapeutic. But yeah, journaling, super essential during this time. And on that note with the journaling, also of course need pens. Now I'm going to talk about the only pens that matter. There are 2 types of block pens that I use. One is the G2 0.38, and the other ones are the Muji Black 0.38. 0.38 is the only pen diameter that matters. You should not be using anything thicker than that. That was really dramatic. Okay, let's take it back. Okay, you can use other pen sizes, but like this is just my preference. But these pens just write so smoothly. I think I'm gonna add a clip in here to show like how smoothly they write, and like there's just something about how they write and like how smooth it comes out, and the ink is so clear and precise, and these pens make me want to write for hours. There's not a huge difference, I feel like, between the Muji and the G2. Like either one I'm fine writing with, but I think I will say The G2 is a bit more like wobbly, like the ballpoint itself like moves around in the little container, whereas the Muji is a bit more, it's more steady. It's not as wobbly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then the Muji ballpoint itself is sharper, if that makes sense. Like when you're writing on the page, you can feel that it's like, I don't know how to explain this without sounding insane, so I'm just gonna stop now, but these are the only pens that I care about. Essential. My next essential, I've been trying to get into reading more because I used to read so much in middle school. Like I was one of those people who would stay up late just to finish a book. I would like get so deep into like series and just, I would like have dreams about wanting to be those fictional characters. And then once like I became an upperclassman in high school, I feel like, because I still kind of read freshman year of high school, and as the years went by, and then especially in college, I just stopped reading completely. Like I stopped voluntarily picking up a book. During this time, I was like, I have more than enough time now to read. So here are 2 books that I have been meaning to read for literally years now. So these are the books. I have been meaning to read both of these for so long now, and they've been sitting on my bookshelf for so long, and I finally finished them. So I'm gonna talk about this one first. It's the first one I read. The Power of Habit. I have owned this book, think since it's either sophomore year of high school or junior year of high school, and I just finished my junior year of college. I have had this book for 4 years. Are you kidding me? But I finally finished it. It took me long enough. I actually started reading it on my trip to the Philippines in December on the plane ride. I had a break of not reading it. I do this all the time with books. I'll start reading it, I'll read a lot of it, and then I just hit with a wall of like not wanting to read it anymore, and then I pick it back up eventually and finish it. But this is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. I know how to read. It says why we do what we do in life and business. I loved this book. It honestly has helped me so much in just prioritizing my habits. It even taught me a lot about leadership. There is a lot about leadership in this book because it goes into a lot of depth with business and really significant leaders in business and how they studied the habit loop to further improve the group of people that they're leading. And I don't know, it just had a lot of good insight. I do want to if I pick that up for the audio, I want to include a few quotes. Maybe I'll do that like in the B-roll shot, but it's such a good book. I highly recommend it for literally anyone. Even if you don't have like bad habits that you want to get rid of, this book will show you how to look at the habits you already have and improve on those even more. Or it will just show you like just how to live better, because with habits, like everything you do in your life is a habit. Every little intricacy that you do without thinking is a habit. So this book will relate to you no matter what kind of job you have, no matter if you're a student or not. Like this is just such a good book. And my favorite part about it is that it's super scientific. I feel like with most self-help books, it's a lot of fluff. This one is so nice because it gives you like literal hardcore data. Not only gives you data, it gives you a lot of personal anecdotes of so many different types of people. Like it's not just the author talking about his life. I don't think the author once talks about his own life. He like went out of his way to case study all of these different people, all of these different historical events, and it's just a good book. Power of Habit, essential. And the next book, this is The Alchemist. I'm so late to the game. I can't believe I just now read this. I'm pretty sure I bought this book my senior year of high school or the summer after, and it's been sitting on my bookshelf since. So glad I finally read it. It is just so good. It's life-changing. Like that's so dramatic, but this book is truly life-changing. So if you don't know what The Alchemist is, it revolves around a character named Santiago. He is a shepherd boy, and it's all about him finding his personal legend, finding his treasure, finding his meaning of life, basically. And you follow him through this journey of him meeting so many different people until at the very end he meets the alchemist. Everything just is intertwined so beautifully, and it comes full circle. There's also just so many good lines in this book. I wrote down a lot of quotes. I'll probably also include that in the B-roll, but it's so good. I want to reread it already, but I want to give it time until I reread it again. But yeah, I love this book. I'm so glad I'm back into reading. I'm so glad I know how to read again. But yeah, these 2 books, essential. Another essential of mine has been this. Okay, this has been a huge essential of mine. So if you watch one of my previous vlogs, you know that my record player spilled water all over it. That was tragic. I also spilled water all over my records. Also tragic. But I finally got the replacement needle and it's working fine now. But this has been the one that I've been playing the most probably. If you know me, you know I have a huge attachment to the Beatles, mainly because of my dad. He loves the Beatles so much, and I grew up up listening to it. But this is the Beatles 1962 to 1966, all of their hits from those years. It really depends what mood I'm in, whether I like 60s Beatles or 70s Beatles, but recently I've been in a 60s Beatles mood. I love this era. I love the music that they have. It's been putting me in such a good mood. This has been non-stop playing. Also, just the process of playing my records overall has been just really therapeutic for me and just really satisfying and nice, and it always puts me in such a good mood. So that alone is an essential. But yeah, this album, an essential. My last essential has been specific music that I've been listening to. I actually have a Spotify playlist that I made. It's titled Quarantine. I don't know, I just thought that title was funny, but I've been going for a very specific vibe in the music I've been listening to lately. It's been like really upbeat, summery music, but the lyrics are either super sad or don't make sense. You'll understand if you take a listen to any of the songs. I'm gonna link it down below if you're interested. I also want to name out a few of my like top favorites.
But I told a lie, 'cause I crossed my fingers. Awesome. Perfume on the sink, and
I'm still thinking of you. Round and round, upside down. Wherever you go, you got my love.
so if I don't come back for you, know that I have found somebody better for me.
That has been my quarantine spring essentials. Hope you're all doing well, staying safe. What should I leave you off on? Do I have nothing to say? Yeah, I have nothing else to say. That's where I'm leaving you off on.